And I think the answer lies in there. How do you get through that day?
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess it's even more compounded because I know for us men in the United States, we're kind of raised that we got to be strong, we got to be tough, we got to be impervious to weakness, um, it or all things that can hurt us or harm us or detract us. Yet, we're human, and just like you said, we all fall short. How do we pick ourselves back up when we have that moment of weakness? And I think a lot of men have a hard time recovering from that. Probably wall up, more defenses rather than tackling the issue at heart.
Yeah, wall up. That's a great terminology, because I think we try to get behind this wall of
Mhm.
what the world says we should be.
Yeah,
It says, "Oh, you need to be this, 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 or this," and your insides don't feel like that,
yeah,
and you feel like all of this obligation. I have to succeed. I have to make it. I have to do this. I lived under that mask for a lot of years. Um, and I think mask, I've never even come up with that terminology in this last year. It's like I've been behind a mask more in this last year than I did my whole life. And I work in, actually I work with infectious disease nowadays. And look, that says a lot.
yeah,
I've spent like 20 years in infectious disease, and I've worn a mask more this last year than I have the whole other, the whole rest of that time. But I think that we put up these masks, and it's like this, I'm being this, your chest is pumped out, and you're like, I've got it all together. You know, I've got my job, I've got my car, I've got my children, I've got my house, I got my job, I'm making this happen. And you find that you get stretched really thin
mhm,
as you yourself are trying to make all of this happen. The wife tries to step in, you're like, no, I got this. How many
yeah,
times have we done that? I'm good. I'm good. Oh man, I get caught in that still. And I've been in relationships most of my life, and it's like we try to dig into ourselves to take care of everything. And I think again, we come up short,
yeah,
and then that has an impact inside of us. And then we start to digress. Um, and we try to find a way to make it all happen, and while we're falling apart inside, it's an amazing road that takes us into a hole.